Peace, peace, family. This video right here is about the secret to defeating your enemies. Now, I'm going to give y'all the secret, right? That they don't want nobody to know. Y'all ready for the secret? The secret to defeating any enemy that you have is to not have an enemy. Now, I know what your ego just said. Your ego just said, don't have an enemy, but it's people out here trying to do things to me. That doesn't mean that they're your enemy. In order for somebody to be your enemy, they have to be on your level. So that being said, you know, a motherfucker off the street can't just walk into the UFC and fight somebody. No, you have to be equally trained, or deemed equally trained at least. Okay? You have to be in the same weight class, you know, around the same height, at least somewhat. You know, having around the same reach. You have to be balanced in opposition. So that being said, if you reach a God state of consciousness, you don't have an opposition. You don't have anything. There is nothing that stands in opposition of that. So a Buddhist monk does not have an enemy, because you're not psychologically stronger than a Buddhist monk. So a Buddhist monk sees you as a fool. So if you run up on a Buddhist monk, he doesn't see you as his lifelong enemy. He sees you as somebody who's making a foolish mistake, and he'll defend himself against somebody who's making a foolish mistake. So that being said, think about life. If you woke up and you didn't say, you know what, I hate these motherfuckers. These is my sworn motherfucking enemies. What if you just said, these are fools who have not yet grown out of their ways? Do you know how much stress you would be relieved from just off that simple tweak of perception? So if we woke up in a world, and that doesn't mean be defenseless. It just means that you're saving yourself from your own self. You know that stress causes your telomeres on your chromosome to deplete faster. So every time you get angry or you get stressed out, okay, you actually clog your arteries and you help kill yourself faster. So what we're doing is we're saving you, from your own perspective. Doesn't mean the situation changes. Your perspective on the situation is what changes. So imagine if you got into a fight, right? And when you lost the fight, it wasn't because you believed that somebody was better than you, because at the end of the day, we're all one. Imagine if when you lost the fight, you believed it was because you just need to do a little bit more training. Nigga, you never watched Dragon Ball Z? Get your ass whooped, nigga, hit the goddamn gravity, hyperbolic time chamber, come back and win. So with that being said, imagine if in life we took responsibility for not just our greatness, but our weaknesses as well. Then if you made your failures your enemy, then you would be the greatest motherfucker to ever live on the planet. So that being said, when we talking about, you know, our enemies, you really honestly don't have an enemy. You your own motherfucking enemy, and you blaming your weaknesses on somebody else. So you can sit here all day and say, oh, you know, this is my sworn motherfucking enemy, and this, that, and third. No, your lack of action is your enemy. If we see these motherfuckers spraying chemtrails and fucking the planet up, you can sit here all you want to say the government is your enemy. The government ain't putting no gun in your head and make you go to McDonald's. You your own worst enemy, because you take your dumb ass to McDonald's and eat that bullshit. You your own worst enemy because you continue to fund a system that is in turn oppressing you. So you can't sit here and say, oh, the police is killing us, they're our enemy. Bitch, you don't you want to be a citizen? Didn't you ask for equality? Didn't you ask to get a job to where you pay taxes and the taxes fund they pay? Okay, then I thought so. So you're your own worst enemy. You the one that keep putting yourself in dumbass goddamn positions. Don't sit here and keep talking about the government is our enemy. They're killing us through the food. Bitch, nobody told you to keep eating meat. How many motherfuckers gotta come and tell you stop eating meat before you motherfucking get sick of dying repetitively? Okay? How much diabetes do you gotta goddamn have before you realize, bitch, you can't keep eating that much goddamn sugar? How much do you, what the fuck do y'all want to, what? So that being said, the secret to defeating your enemies is realizing that you your only enemy. Can't nobody defeat you. Only you can defeat you. It's that simple. So that being said, what we gotta understand, family, is Western psychology is poison to the mind, and it's poison to the soul. You know, water doesn't have an enemy. Everything's made up of water, even you. We're just a different variant.